Hello students, this is chemistry session for class 10th. Today I am going to start NCERT and exercise questions, but before we start those questions, one more question was left in the previous class. So first of all I am going to discuss that question. What was the question? It was from NCERT in text. Why do ionic compounds have high melting point? This is the question which was left. Why do ionic compounds have high melting point? Actually, there is a strong force of attraction between the ions, and so to overcome this force of attraction, large amount of energy is required. That's why they have, in general, they have high melting point and boiling point. So we can write this: since there is a strong force of attraction between the ions, so they need considerable amount of energy to break the force of attraction between the ions. That's why they have high melting point. Okay. Since there is a strong force of attraction between the ions, so to break this force of attraction, they need considerable amount of energy. That's why they have high melting point. Okay. क्योंकि आयनिक कंपाउंड्स में आयंस के बीच में स्ट्रांग फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन होता है, जिसको ब्रेक करने के लिए एक कंसिडरेबल अमाउंट एनर्जी की ज़रूरत है, और इसीलिए आयनिक कंपाउंड्स का मेल्टिंग पॉइंट जनरली बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. ओके, सो नाउ यू कैन टेक स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दिस. Now I am going to start NCERT and exercise questions. It is on page number 56, question number 7. Sorry, question number 6. And this question is, what are amphoteric oxides give 2 examples. Okay, this is the question. What are amphoteric oxides? Give 2 examples. Actually, there are some metal oxides which are basic in nature, as well as they also show acidic behavior. When they react with acid or base, they form salt and water. Such metal oxides are called amphoteric oxides. Okay? For example, aluminum oxide, zinc oxide, these are amphoteric oxides. Okay? So, the solution is some metal oxides show both acidic and basic behavior. Basic behavior. Okay. When they react with acid or base, they form salt and water. Okay. Such metal oxides are called amphoteric oxides. Okay. For example, zinc oxide and aluminum oxide. Okay. Now let us see how these oxides react with acid and base. So, zinc oxide plus, for example, when it react with hydrochloric acid, it forms zinc chloride plus water. Okay. So, you can see the product is salt and water and one reactant is acid. So, you can very easily guess the nature of this reactant. Okay. This is, here it is basic in nature. Now, zinc oxide plus NaOH, it is base. Okay. So, it forms sodium zincate plus water. Okay, so this is salt and this is water. So in the two cases you can see the products are salt and water. Okay, here this is basic in nature, means this is base. So this time the role of zinc oxide is acidic in nature. So zinc oxide in this reaction, its behavior is basic, but in this reaction its behavior is acidic. Okay. Similarly, we can take this example. Aluminium oxide plus hydrochloric acid, it forms aluminium chloride plus water. This is salt and this is water. Now here this is acid. Okay, so its behavior is now as basic, and on the other time Al2O3 plus NaOH it is aqueous. So we should write, because this acid or base is in diluted form. So it forms NaAlO2 plus H2O. This is sodium aluminate. Okay. So now you can see in this reaction its behavior is basic, but now you can see the products are salt and water and one reactant is base, so its nature is now acidic in nature. Okay. So aluminium oxide in one reaction its behavior is basic, but in the other reaction its behavior is acidic. Okay. So these oxides show both acidic and basic behavior. एम्फोटेरिक ऑक्साइड्स क्या है? एक्चुअली कुछ मेटल ऑक्साइड, जनरली मेटल ऑक्साइड का नेचर बेसिक नेचर का होता है. ओके, बट कुछ मेटल ऑक्साइड्स ऐसे हैं जिनका एसिडिक और बेसिक दोनों नेचर होता है. तो जब ये एसिड या बेस से रिएक्शन करते हैं तो ये सॉल्ट और वाटर फॉर्म करते हैं. ओके, और ऐसे ही मेटल ऑक्साइड्स को हम एम्फोटेरिक ऑक्साइड्स कहते हैं. ओके, एग्जाम्पल के लिए एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड, जिंक ऑक्साइड, दीज आर एम्फोटेरिक ऑक्साइड्स. तो यहाँ पर हम एक बार जिंक ऑक्साइड का एसिड के साथ और बेस के साथ रिएक्शन देख रहे हैं. प्रोडक्ट सॉल्ट और वाटर बन रहा है, तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जिस समय ये एसिड से रिएक्शन कर रहा है उस समय इसका बिहेवियर बेसिक नेचर का है, और जब ये बेस से रिएक्शन कर रहा है, प्रोडक्ट सॉल्ट एंड वाटर ही बना रहा है, तो इस समय इसका बिहेवियर एसिडिक बिहेवियर हो गया. ओके, नाउ यू कैन टेक स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ इट. Now you can balance these chemical equations. You have to write balance chemical equation, okay, in your fair notebook. Okay. Now next question is question number 7. Name two metals which will displace hydrogen from acid and two metals which will not. Okay, means कोई भी दो मेटल का एग्जाम्पल लेना है जो हाइड्रोजन को डिस्प्लेस कर सकते हैं एसिड से, और दो मेटल का एग्जाम्पल लेना है जो हाइड्रोजन डिस्प्लेस नहीं कर सकते. ओके, you have studied about reactivity series. So those metals which lie above hydrogen in the reactivity series can displace hydrogen from acids. Okay, it is very clear. But those metals which lie below hydrogen in the reactivity series, they cannot displace hydrogen from acid. Okay, so we can take any example. Since those metals which lie above hydrogen in the reactivity series can displace hydrogen from acids. Okay, and those metals which lie below hydrogen cannot displace hydrogen from acids. Okay, so you can take any example like iron, zinc, magnesium. These metals can displace hydrogen, can displace hydrogen. Okay, you can write chemical equation also. Fe plus H2SO4 aqueous means dilute acid, sulfuric acid. It forms FeSO4 aqueous plus H2 gas. Okay, this is actually iron second sulfate. Like similarly, zinc plus HCl aqueous, it forms zinc chloride aqueous plus hydrogen gas. So now you can see in what way these metals can displace hydrogen, okay, from the acid, because these metals lie above hydrogen in the reactivity series. So these metals when react with acid can displace hydrogen. Okay. Name two metals which will not displace hydrogen. So two metals like copper, mercury. You can take some more examples: gold, silver. These metals when react with any acid, no reaction takes place. Okay, because these metals lie below hydrogen in the reactivity series. So these metals cannot displace hydrogen from acid. So no reaction will take place. Okay, अगर आप इनमें से कोई भी मेटल लेते हैं और एसिड में डिप कर देंगे तो कोई भी रिएक्शन नहीं होगी, क्योंकि ये मेटल्स रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज में हाइड्रोजन से नीचे पाए जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो कभी भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आता है तो आपको केवल इतना सोचना है कि जो मेटल्स रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज में हाइड्रोजन से ऊपर हैं, दे ऑल कैन डिस्प्लेस हाइड्रोजन फ्रॉम द एसिड. लेकिन जो मेटल्स रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज में हाइड्रोजन से नीचे हैं वो हाइड्रोजन को डिस्प्लेस नहीं कर सकते. ओके, नाउ यू कैन टेक स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दिस. देखिए, आप लोग केमिकल रिएक्शन को बैलेंस कर सकते हैं और आप इसको खुद बैलेंस कर दीजिए, क्योंकि अनबैलेंस केमिकल इक्वेशन हम नहीं लिख सकते. बिकॉज अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास, मैटर कैन नीदर बी क्रिएटेड नॉर बी डिस्ट्रॉयड. मीन्स ना तो वो क्रिएट हो सकता है और ना डिस्ट्रॉय हो सकता है. दैट्स वाई a chemical reaction always should be balanced. Means total number of atoms in right side should be equal to total number of atoms in left hand side. इसलिए आप लोगों को हमेशा जब भी कोई केमिकल इक्वेशन लिखेंगे उसको बैलेंस जरूर करना है. ओके, now next question is question number 11. What type of oxides are formed when non-metals react with oxygen? Okay, this is the question. Actually, when non-metal react with oxygen, it forms non-metallic oxide and non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. So, when a non-metal reacts with oxygen, it forms non-metal oxide. It is it is acidic in nature. It is acidic in nature, क्योंकि नॉन मेटल ऑक्साइड का नेचर कैसा होता है? एसिडिक नेचर का होता है. वी कैन टेक 1 or 2 एग्जाम्पल्स लाइक कार्बन. It is a non-metal. Okay, when it reacts with oxygen, means when it is burned in presence of oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide. Okay, this is gas. When this gas is dissolved in water, okay, then it forms H2CO3. This is actually carbonic acid. Okay, so when a blue litmus paper is dipped in this solution, that changes to red. Okay, when it is tested with blue litmus paper, it changes to red. Okay, it shows that the nature of carbonic acid means H2CO3, which is obtained when carbon dioxide gas is dissolved in water. Okay, so when it is tested with blue litmus paper, then that litmus paper changes into red. It shows that its nature is acidic in nature. We can take one more example like nitrogen. Okay, when nitrogen react with oxygen, it forms nitrogen dioxide, which is gas. When nitrogen dioxide gas, NO2, when it is dissolved in water, then it forms HNO3. Okay, this is actually nitric acid. Now, when this solution, which is the solution of this gas in water, when it is tested with blue litmus paper, it changes into red. Okay, it shows that this solution, which is obtained when nitrogen dioxide gas is dissolved in water, it changes blue litmus paper into red. It means its nature is acidic in nature. Okay, So these are non-metallic oxides, CO2 and NO2. These are non-metal oxides, and the nature of non-metal oxide is acidic. Okay. नॉन-मेटल ऑक्साइड जब ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्शन करता है तो ये नॉन-मेटल जब ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्शन करता है तो ये नॉन-मेटल ऑक्साइड बनाता है. ओके. और नॉन-मेटल ऑक्साइड का नेचर एसिडिक नेचर होता है. इसको हम इस तरह देख सकते हैं कि कार्बन एक नॉन-मेटल है, तो कार्बन जब ऑक्सीजन की प्रेजेंस में बर्न होता है तो इट फॉर्म्स CO2. ओके. CO2 को जब वाटर में डिसॉल्व किया जाता है तो ये कार्बोनिक एसिड बना लेता है. अब अगर इस सॉल्यूशन का टेस्ट हम ब्लू लिटमस पेपर के साथ करते हैं तो दैट लिटमस पेपर चेंजेस टू रेड, वो रेड में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि इस सॉल्यूशन जो बना हुआ है, जो कि नॉन मेटल ऑक्साइड से बना हुआ है, इसका नेचर एसिडिक नेचर है. ओके. लाइकवाइज नाइट्रोजन जब ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्शन करती है तो ये नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड बना रही है. नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड को अगर वाटर में डिसॉल्व किया जाएगा तो ये नाइट्रिक एसिड बना लेता है. व्हेन दिस सॉल्यूशन इज टेस्टेड with blue litmus paper, that changes to red. It means its nature is acidic. It means the nature of this gas is also acidic, which is non-metal oxide. Okay. Now here also there are some chemical reactions written. You have to balance all the reactions, whatever the reaction is not balanced. Okay. Now you can take a screenshot of this. Now this class is over today, and we will discuss some other questions from NCERT and exercise in the next class. Thank you, students.